What if you could play with your creations and let them play back with you? Well, that's exactly what we've built. Wait, really?
So I've been asked to talk about the Lego Smart Brick by a few people, and so I looked around to see what are people actually saying about the Smart Brick. For those of you who don't know, the Lego Smart Brick is a Lego 2x4 brick that has lights, sounds, sensors, NFC, and I think an accelerometer. Basically the same technology as Lego Super Mario, and the ideal play is you put it in a vehicle or with a minifigure and it will make corresponding lights and sounds. Like if you put it with Luke Skywalker, it makes lightsaber sounds. If you put it in a police car, it makes police car sounds. Now, I've seen a few people talking about it online, and some of the people say that it's not really a Lego-y product, which I agree with, except that Lego has delved into these technologically advanced projects before with Mindstorm and Lego RC Car and Lego Studios and Lego Super Mario, but none of them seem to last too long, and I don't think the Smart Brick will last too long either. The other complaints that I've seen are about how expensive it is. If we look at the new Star Wars sets price per piece, then the Smart Brick adds $20 to $25 to the set. Also, you have to change the shape of the ships and the play area to accommodate this random light up 2x4. In which case, just don't don't buy the sets if that's your problem. But the complaint that I've seen the most is that if the toys are making sounds, that somehow stifles the child's imagination. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know what the research says either. I could only find one study that said that young kids prefer playing with these sound producing toys over their non-sound producing equivalents. And then another study that said slightly older kids use sound producing toys to help with language development and communication skills. But since most of the talking by the Smart Brick is grumbles, I don't think that would help with language development. Unless you want your kid to grow up to be an adult from Peanut. Like, I don't know how much saying pew, pew, pew adds to the experience of play. Now, growing up, I had to make all the sounds with my mouth, but as soon as I got toys that could do that, I used the toys that could do that. And I seem to turn out okay, just 33 years old talking about toys on the internet. No, my main beef with the Lego Smart Brick is that I'm an uncle. If you are a parent or an uncle or an aunt or anyone who hangs out with kids, and you see how they play with electronic toys that make sounds, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of my lightsabers just turned on and it threw me off. Anyway, play well and play quietly.